Robin is 9. Probably still got the legs for a good run here, 33-1. Boulder Success ran well behind Zarkander, and then followed up at Haydock is 13-2. Cash and Go, one of the runners that finished behind Alofi, just below him at Cheltenham last time. Bothy third in that race at 25-1.
And the next group down, Cause of Causes, comes from the Cheltenham race that we've just been discussing. He was third there. He's a big price for a horse with proven form under the conditions. No logical reason to me why Rattan, who was behind him that day on similar terms, should be so much shorter. Double Ross is going up in company. He's ridden a total of £12 for his win at Cheltenham. He's been beaten off a lower mark since at Haydock. Ranjan, very interesting runner, relatively unexposed. The one worry would be he's never handled ground this soft. It's a gimme for AP McCoy. Ran a good race over course and distance on his reappearance, £5 higher today.
Number 11, Princeton's Plains, quite a good dual-purpose horse. Hasn't run since September. He's 25-1. Urbain de Savola, a good 4-year-old last year. He's been running in France, 20-1. Nick Williams, of course, looking for a double following the success of Rev de Savola. Caslian, one who's got to improve dramatically, but David Pipe thinks he can, according to his column in the Racing Post this morning. Thomas Edison, one trained for JP McManus by Tony Martin's got to improve from what we've seen so far. And Dan Breen did well to stay on him, didn't he, Francis Hayes, last time, or only about 8 days ago at Cheltenham. Still finished third, 28-1.
And the next group, it's hard to knock any of them out, even though first in the queue is 66-1. All the runners on that page have got good form. Livius is the least exposed, has already been flagged up. He's ridden by a good conditional, taking £5 off a rise for 8 for a win at Newbury last time.
And into Wayne is number 21. The second one is Steve Collins' runners. Another one with little bits of form and ran well enough behind Petit Robin at Sandown. But I fancy Steve's other one, Bardelin. I think he's got a chance. He's been running over 2.5 miles. But it's a hot little race, as you'd expect, for a first prize of 80.
The starter about to call them forward here, expecting Double Ross to be up with the pace in the early stages. Dan Breen looks as though he's going to be handy as well. They break into a canter and now into a gallop, and they're away for the Ladbroke handicap hurdle. And Double Ross is the one that goes on from Urbain de Savola in the pink jacket, with on the right in the noseband Dan Breen. Bothy is handy as well on the far side. Bardelin as they jump the first. Petit Robin is close up in a black cap. Tracking the leaders on the inside is Caslian, and they're followed by It's a Gimme in a white cap. Livius is not too far behind the leaders in these very early stages, along with Inter Wayne as they jump the second and about to pass the stand. So Double Ross leading to Urbain de Savola. Petit Robin disputing third with Dan Breen on the right there in the black and white jacket. Then Bothy from Bardelin and Inter Wayne and Livius in the midfield. Ranjan, It's a Gimme and Caslian. They're followed by Princeton Plains and Boulder Success, who's locked away towards the rear of the field with Rattan. Also towards the back is Cash and Go. Alofi towards the outside. Then first in the queue with Cause of Causes. Thomas Edison out the back door with First Avenue and Rigidity disputing last place as they run away from the stands now. And downhill towards flight number 3, and it's Double Ross by a length to Urbain de Savola and Dan Breen in third. Up the inside is the top weighted Petit Robin, followed by Inter Wayne, and then Bothy and Livius on the outside. Bardelin and Caslian drives up the inside, clearing that one. Ranjan is out wide, pulling quite hard, very fresh indeed. Midfield runners includes It's a Gimme, first in the queue on the inside. Cash and Go and Cause of Causes, and then Boulder Success over the next. Rattan, Princeton Plains further back, gone there. Cash and Go has gone. Barry Geraghty unseated there. Cash and Go making a mistake. So one out of the race as they head down towards the next. And it's Double Ross on the near side. Dan Breen, Urbain de Savola over in third place, then Petit Robin. And then It's a Gimme towards the outside under McCoy. Caslin's on the near side, the yellow and the pink jacket. Ranjan tracks them. Then into Wayne, followed by first in the queue and Bardelin. Alofi is maybe getting a bit closer, a grey towards the outside. Bothy just getting caught in scrimmaging, struggling to hold his position as Princeton Plains moves forward. Cause of Causes towards the inside. Boulder Success is being bustled along along. Towards the back, red and green colours in the hands of Robert Thornton, not really travelling at all as they run out of Swinley Bottom now. And it's Double Ross from Dan Breen, Urbane de Civilla, then Casley in the inside of Petit Robin. They're tracked by Livius in a white cap, Ranjan, Olofi out wide, Princeton Plains is still improving, Interwayne is just in behind them, then Rattan first in the queue, Thomas Edison in a blue cap is out wide as they run now towards the third last flight of hurdles, and it's Double Ross and Urbane de Civilla with Dan Breen, those three almost in a line there, tracked by Livius, Petit Robin, away to the left is Caslian with every chance, just gets a shake of the reins now, in behind them then is still Princeton Plains on the scene with Ranjan, and also It's a Gimme, and then behind these is Interwayne. There's a loose horse that's getting in amongst them now as they run into the final turn. Urbane de Civilla and Double Ross, Dan Breen, Petit Robin is in fourth place, Casley and Ranjan behind these, Princeton Plains, then Livius just struggling a bit now. They're followed by Olofi first in the queue on the inside, a lot of mud splattered cuddlers. Further back then is on the outside, Princeton Plains, the white face, and trying to come through his First Avenue over the second last, Double Ross and Petit Robin from Dan Breen back in third place. They're chased hard by Interwayne. Cause of Causes is running on well in a noseband as they race towards the final flight. Petit Robin and Nico de Boinville on the far side of Dan Breen. Cause of Causes runs on into third, then Double Ross, Interwayne and First Avenue. Petit Robin is challenged, chased down now by Cause of Causes. Cause of Causes comes rushing through on the near side. Cause of Causes and Davy Condon, and quickly draws away from the anchor Petit Robin under a big weight. Then Dan Breen, and Cause of Causes lands the Ladbroke in pretty comfortable fashion. From Petit Robin in second, Dan Breen in third, followed by Double Ross four. They were chased home by Princeton Plains and First Avenue and Bardeline, then Urbane de Civilla, and then behind those Ranjan and Interwayne. They trail back in the end to Rigidity, and It's a Gimme. Just a